If you are unproductive in life, there are only three reasons why. You are not inspired enough, you are not skilled enough, or you are not focused enough. If you are not inspired enough, you have to find something inspiring to do, or find people who are inspired enough and hang out with them. If you are not skilled enough, you can always develop your skills, go learn new things, and start applying it in your life. But if you are not focused enough, if you are struggling to do deep work, this video is for you. Most of the times, we don't even know that we are defocused because defocus looks a lot like work. Your emails, your phone calls, your texts, your friends, your colleagues, it looks a lot like work. But you think you're productive, but at the end of the day, you're not. Here are 6 tips that can help you focus. Tip number 1, do less. Growth does not come from doing more. Growth comes from doing one thing very well. Most of the times, we think that we have to do a lot of things and do distracted work in all of those things. But if you choose one thing and do it really well, you would have completed that one thing really well. And stacking one completed thing over another is what is going to lead you to your goals. Completing one task is much better than incomplete 100 tasks. So make sure that you do one thing really well. The people who are getting ahead in life are not doing a lot of things. They're doing one thing really well. Number 2, do one thing at a time. From childhood, I was made to believe that multitasking is a skill, but it's the skill of the broke. It's not the skill of the rich. Multitasking and focus does not go together. People who go on to succeed in life do one thing at a time. This does not mean that you don't do a lot of things. You do a lot of things, but only one thing at a time. Now fix a time for one thing and do that really well. Now, like Mahatria says, a time for everything and everything in its time. Know the difference between shallow work and deep work. You can easily identify the people who do shallow work from the output they create. People who do shallow work create shallow output, produce basic results, and take small steps in life. But people who do deep work create path-breaking outputs, produce major results, and take huge leaps in life. Deep work is powerful. Let me tell you what I do. I take around 2 to 3 hours a day, usually when the world is silent, usually after 10 p.m. No, just because I say 10 p.m. does not mean that you have to do it at 10 p.m. I am a night owl. If you are an early person, do it early morning. But I take time when the world is silent. So after 10 p.m., I sit alone, do the work. But when I do the work, I only do the work. So whatever growth that I've seen in the past decade, the credit entirely goes to these 2 to 3 hours of time every single day. You don't have to work a lot. You just have to be focused for a short period of time. When you do one thing for these 2 to 3 hours, the results you produce would be massive. You might not believe me now, but you will start believing me when you start seeing the results when you do this deep work. Now, your job is to find your deep work hour. Number 4, your environment. Who you live with, what you surround yourself with, where you live. All these things have a huge impact on your life. If you live with a distracted roommate, you are bound to be defocused. Change your environment and you change your results. Better environment, better person. As simple as that. 5, find balance, no extremes. Most of us, when we think about growing in life, we think about taking extreme measures, extreme steps. Actually, success does not take extreme steps. Success takes small steps on a regular basis. Extraordinary results don't come from extraordinary work ethic. Extraordinary results come from ordinary work ethic over extraordinary periods of time. The point is in not trying to bite more than you can chew. So take small steps, but take it consistently. Number 6, have a shutdown ritual. Just like how you have a ritual for working, have a ritual for not working. Have a ritual to shut down. I have a shutdown ritual. I read for around 20 minutes and then doze off in bed. That actually calms me down and preps me for the next day. You cannot go to your bed busy. Go to your bed calm. Have a shutdown ritual. We all start work as planned, but don't end it as planned. Start planning the end of your work so that you'll have more focus at the start of your work also. All the things that we discussed now, you might already know them. The point is not in the knowledge, it's in the execution. Like they say, execution is the most underrated superpower. Start executing them and see how powerful you become.